So yeah, we're going to vote for the Shacknews. This is a new category in the Shacknews Awards. It's the best pet of 2020 in a video game. Best video game pet of 2020.
The answer is Spider Cat.
I would like to think this is a category that Lola had proposed.
Yeah, I think Lola the Palm should started. I think I nominate Cerberus from Hades.
Oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
Are you ready to make this argument, David? Because I am.
Please, take it away.
Hades is so hard. It's so hard every step of the way. It's so hard every step of the way and works to break you down and mercilessly send you crawling back to the blood pools of the House of Hell. And you know who's waiting for you there every single time, encouraging you.
Well,
to get up
not
and
every
try.
single time, but
Your dad.
most of it.
Cerberus is there.
Your dad, right?
Cerberus is there, sitting beside the throne of Hades, just like encouraging you, happy to see you. He's the one who shredded the lounge because you left in the first place, and he was so sad. And you can give him pets each time, and he's so happy for it. And then, like much later in the game, I'm gonna drop a spoiler, but it's an important.
I know where you're going with this. I can't wait to hear this.
He has to do a job. He has to keep people from leaving hell. That's his job. But he will look the other way if you just give him a treat. And
TJ, when I got to that part, and I'm just like, well, please don't tell me I have to fight him now. My heart was breaking at the thought of having to fight Cerberus. But then, like, it's like, no, you just give him a little treat and he goes on his way. He looks the other way.
you just give him a bag of meats, and he'll go away and let you go because he's just that cool of a dog.
That good of a boy.
There are times when you'll die and you'll go back to the House of Hell and he won't be there, and it'll be like, aw, like, where'd he go?
He's
Yeah.
still eating his meat bag.
There's certain other video game pets that were nice this year, but none of them have as many heads as Cerberus.
Donovan's gonna make the case for Spider Cat, and I like Spider Cat, but like my heart's with Cerberus. I'm
The
sorry.
cat's name is Spider-Man.
Yeah,
You
it is. The name is Spider-Man the cat. We have it in our thing as Spider Cat. But yes, Spider-Man the cat is the pet of the year. You can swing around with the cat in your book bag and it helps you in combat. What is better than that?
That's amazing.
I love that you can do finishers with Spider-Man the cat.
Shit, that's great.
And he has a Spider-Man mask that he wears.
Yeah. The cat, it's any other year, Spider Cat would probably win this.
The
But
first time we're swinging around the city, I'm just like, how is he surviving?
Right? I was like doing
He's a
flips. I'm
cat,
like, the
Ozzy.
cat's gonna fall. He's probably
9
clawed
lives.
He's holding on for dear life, man.
Yeah, he's probably clawed into Spider-Man's back.
back
Are you
back.
kidding?
Guy's cat you save in the game also stays in the backpack after you save it, going through all those events and stuff. And it
Cats
doesn't
are
fall
super
out.
chill. Cats
It's
are
a good kitty.
They have backpacks you can get for cats. Like they
Yeah,
have
Greg
little
has
bubbles on them. Yeah, that's right.
Spider-Man the
I
cat is a
have
good
one, yeah.
kitty.
I have a bubble backpack.
I just want to say, like, I'm hearing some great arguments for Cerberus and some good arguments for Spider Cat, but none of those you can put into a cannon and fire them out and have them come back and feed them bananas and play music and have them dance and pick them up and pet them, because Sea of Thieves added cats and dogs this year.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And that was something
Cats
that I
and
think,
dogs.
Sam, didn't we
They're
ask Joe
useless
Need
because
about
they
that
don't
at
patch a
E3?
hole in the boat.
We may have asked him about that. Yeah,
I
that
think
would-
I'm going
that
to
rings
take
a bell.
credit for this. Shacknews is why there's pets in that game.
And I
So
guess
as they released the cats, and I had to get one as soon as they did, and then they added in dogs as well. But now
Yeah.
you've got power with dogs, and as I said, put them in a cannon, fire them off. They'll follow you around as you're digging up treasure and fighting skellies. You can play your hurdy-gurdy.
100% sure that was this year.
Yep, cats and dogs added this year.
Yeah, cats and
Monkeys
dogs are
and
added this year.
parrots was last year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
That's
specifically
probably-
dogs and cats in Sea of Thieves.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Pets were added last year, but they expanded it and they fixed it because I remember being like, "You guys are shipping without dogs," and I'm like, "Whoops."
The only other animal I thought of this year was Phosphor, and that's a recency bias because I just reviewed Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Wait,
Phos-
what about
Phosphor-
Doggo? It's
Phos-
Spelunky.
Phosphor will fly alongside you. Phosphor will fight like giant cyclopses for you. Phosphor will help you cheat puzzles, which I really appreciate. I wish I had known that before I did some of the harder ones. Like Phosphor can help you make a decoy of Phoenix, and you can use it to press pressure switches. And if I had known that was a thing, I would have gotten through a lot of those puzzles a lot easier. So, and that and the whole stealth element and everything. And there's something, I don't want to spoil the end, but there's something you do with Phosphor like at the very end of the game that I thought was really cool. But
Fusion and Hawk.
it's more of an honorable mention than anything else. I think Phosphor's like a distant third to Spider Cat and to Cerberus. So.
What about Doggo and Spelunky 2?
Doggo and Spelunky 2 is useless and is like a lemming and will get himself
There's
killed
more than
half
one,
the
though,
time.
cat.
right? There's multiple
There's-
doggos, right, TJ?
You can choose doggo, cat, hamster, whatever. But in
And
all
they're all
it's the
lemmings.
same. They are if they'll stay in one place unless you interact with them, and then they'll move around and get into trouble and get you into trouble and possibly get you destroyed.
Yeah.
They will give
Voting-
you kisses if you get to them to the exit, but that feels like at that point a toxic relationship in which you have to give them something to be rewarded.
You do feel really sad when you accidentally impale one of them on a spike. I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
say.
right?
Yeah. You're just like, oh
TJ was
man.
like, oh no!
What have I done?
What have you?
Voting
it
for
was really
Cerberus,
sad.
but I would like to bring up a dog that I'm assuming nobody else messed with this year because you didn't have to go through this abortion of a game called Hunting Simulator 2 that introduced tracking dogs and pets to it. And the first beagle you get, Smokey. He's supposed to be able to like find tracks for you or poop or send you on the right path, but the game is broken so
So he sends you the wrong
spectacularly.
direction.
And there was a time during the pre-release thing when I was trying to play and Smokey caught the scent of a deer that was like 80 meters away, and then the model started jittering and shaking and spinning around and then flew just like on a straight laser wire at 100 miles an hour right into the deer model, and they intersected and started shaking against each other like Event Horizon until the game crashed.
Nice, excellent.
Holy shit.
I wish I could have seen that.
That's fucking great.
Did you get
Winner!
You didn't happen to get a video of that, did you?
No, it brought the client down.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Man,
Oh, that's a strong case.
that was a roller coaster.
So
Yeah.
going back to what Sam said, like this year is a tough year for a lot of people, and like I lost Nessie this year, but Nessie will live on in Sea of Thieves indefinitely. I was lucky enough that they had her type of breed in the game, basically, or close to it, so she will always be in that game forever, and that's really special to me. So I vote for Sea of Thieves for that reason.
You voting?
I think it's time to vote.
I guess, yeah, it is time to vote.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, Steve, did you have any pets? Steve didn't say anything for pets.
No, I didn't get a chance to play any of these games, really.
Okay.
But I was leaning toward Cerberus.
Cerberus.
Oh, Steve, you gotta get Hades for Switch.
Yeah.
I would love to watch you stream that.
That's very off-brand, the non-Nintendo Switch game you haven't
What are you
played. I'm
talking-
disappointed.
It's a
That is
Nintendo
my
Switch
play.
game.
Steve, do yourself a favor and get the Steam version so you don't have to play with the stutters.
I don't mind the stutter so much. I'm willing to play
mean,
my
I-
Switch version, warts and all.
I mean, I play most of the Switch stuff, so that's
Yeah.
not going to bother me. But
No. Yeah, telling Steve to not buy a Nintendo Switch game is a tall order.
I'm glad Steve mentioned that because we're gonna sell him on Hades in a later category, and
Yeah.
we're ready with our sales pitches.
Yes.
Sure.
You
I vote Cerberus.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
we
gonna
got
say Cerberus.
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 I vote
David
for
is on the
Spider-Man.
Cerberus train.
Mm-hmm. I've
And
been playing Hades, and I like it
Donovan's
a
a
lot.
cat person.
I heard Chris
Actually,
say
hate
Cerberus.
cats, but I'll vote for Spider-Man.
That's correct.
Donovan Spider Cat.
Yep.
It's actually named as Spider-Man.
Okay,
Bill?
it's so confusing. when you
Named after
The only one
hero.
that I've actually played with this in recency bias is Spider-Man Cat.
So you like Spider Cat as well?
Yeah.
TJ, Cerberus.
Cerberus all the way.
Steve.
He
Oh,
said
yeah.
server.
Oh, he
I
said
said
servers?
servers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Blake.
I'm gonna, I feel where Greg's coming from. I did the same thing with Monster Hunter. I made a Colonel Space Cat Palico because I just lost Colonel Space Cat around that time. So I'm gonna pour one out for Nessie and go with Sea of Thieves.
Okay. Sam.
I gotta go with Sea of Thieves. Being able to buy a pet that resembles my little cat is pretty fantastic, and go on adventures with him in the game is great. And people can do that with their dogs, and yeah, I really like that.
This is tough. I'm in a situation. Okay, so in this situation, if there's a tie, I think the people who voted for not like the non-ties should have to re-vote between the two, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
That
that
makes
makes
sense,
sense.
That's fine.
Okay. I really like Cerberus. I'm a dog person, but I also really like Sea of Thieves, and I think we're responsible for the reason that they're.
Oh, snap.
I'm gonna vote for Sea of Thieves, which makes it a tie between Sea of Thieves and Cerberus. So
But that's
the Spider
I'm
Cat
ready.
voters.
I'm ready to revote.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go Sea of Thieves.
Okay. And then Donovan.
Wait, am I the last one?
You're
Yes.
the last one. buddy.
If you vote for Cerberus,
I
don't
was.
know what we do.
What is it, tie and a tie?
I will stand in solidarity with my Pop Goes the Culture co-host and vote for Sea of Thieves.
What just happened here?
I voted for Sea of Thieves for all the people that betrayed my Destiny argument, and Sam voted Sea of Thieves.
If it was like
This is where the
another
Shack
one.
News Awards meta gets really gnarly.
This is another one where we
Yeah.
had something penciled in and it went in a completely weird direction. What just happened?
if it was a little bit earlier, if we had a little bit more time, I might have voted Cerberus just to throw a grenade into this whole thing. But,
If you play,
Donovan, you've never done that before, have you?
no,
hope
that's
that-
so
I
I
hope
character.
I hope you never play Hades because you'll understand what you've done to Cerberus and how much you don't deserve.
You broke his heart and all three of his brains.
He's still a hellhound.
Yeah, right.
Some of you are now experiencing the pain that others have suffered to be disappointed in the vote.
No,
Hope it feels good.
I understand.
It befalls. us
I
all.
understand. why you
I
broke
get
my heart.
I get where Greg's coming from though.
Yeah,
And
I
I
do.
do think Sea of Thieves it needed that update. But yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Honestly, game developers, give me some guinea pigs. I lost a pet this year too.
Yeah.
No guinea pigs. Come on.
Spelunky has guinea pig. You can
Oh,
carry
shit.
around a guinea pig and save it.
Game of the year.
Spelunky 2 is really damn good, David. You need to try it.
I know. I liked the first one.
Yeah, it's very good. Hey, Greg, we're gonna stop recording. Oh yeah, I guess I'll have
You
to
gotta hit the
gavel it.
gavel.
Sea of Thieves dogs and cats are our first ever Shack News video game pet of the year 2020.
Dogs and cats sailing together. Madness.
Yeah.
Arr.